welcome to Homestead Corner. Today I want to talk a little bit about inflation, where these prices are going, and a little bit what we can do to get through this. It's a little cool and rainy here today, but whew, it is hot inside the house. I have been canning my little behind off. So I've had two canners going all morning and they're finally finished and cooling down. And they had some great meat sales this week. So when you can get good deals, definitely stock up the best you can it off, freeze it, do whatever you can with it. Make jerky, anything you can, so you can preserve that meat. And the way meat prices are going, they are expecting to have another big jump on beef this month, which is going to make it even more difficult to get for most people. And I have not been able to buy meat at regular price because it's just ridiculous. I mean, we have to be realistic about what we can afford and how we can make ends meet. And if it's not on sale, I have not been buying it. And when it is on sale, we get as much as we can afford and get it canned or frozen or whatever, however we can preserve it. And that's just what we have to do at this point. I mean, I saw a few articles where they're saying that now we have reached 8.5% inflation. I'm sorry, but that is flippin' laughable. That's absolutely ridiculous. You can't, I don't know who they think they're talking to. People can't add or figure things out, or they think that everybody is stupid between the media and the government. They keep saying all these ridiculous numbers that are not true. I was looking at airline tickets the other day. I have this event coming up. I would really like to go to it, but the cost of the tickets are insane. The cost of a hotel room is insane. I'm talking 20 to 30% jump from where it was 2 years ago, which is the last time I left my house. So there's no way. 8.5% is a ridiculous number. And even if you look at any place that shows over the last year, I've found a few different charts and I will put them up here. And there's like one from September and they're showing 7% increase and a 12% and 50% and 30%, all these numbers, none of them are down where they're talking about. You can't get an average percentage to go below where it starts at. So I don't know, maybe they use Common Core math. That must be how they come up with their numbers. You know, I don't know. I don't know how they're coming up with these numbers, but they're absolutely ridiculous. The cost of gas, just one thing, is, almost 100%. When last year in January 2021, gas was $2.19 a gallon here where we are. Right now it is $4.04. It is almost 100% jump. That's ridiculous. And some of the numbers that I'm seeing are just crazy. They're saying, oh, it's only gone up this much, or it's only a teeny bit. 8.5%, it's not that much. Yeah, go buy something. Anything. And the way these numbers are jumping for just the basics, heat, electricity, we've seen an increase in everything over the last year and a half, and it is just crazy the amounts that things are going up. It is really, really crazy. And we have to just sit back and see where can we cut and what can we do to get through this, because it is only going to get worse. I saw a couple places saying that, this is as bad as it's going to get, but I don't see anything in the near future. I don't see any kind of help for anything that they're going to be able to fix this. Nobody is doing anything that is going to make this better. So the cost of everything is just going to continue to increase, and we're going to slip right into that hyperinflation where stuff is just so expensive that there's no way we can get it. So making sure that we have the supplies and the items at home is going to be the best bet for us. Getting what we can now. If you bought it last year or the year before, you got the best deal on it. Right now, you're going to pay more for it, but there's still supplies out there, and there's still time to get some supplies. You may not be able to get as much. You definitely aren't going to get them as cheap, but now is the time. If you haven't, get those supplies. Make sure you have a way to cook, a way to, heat, lights, food, lots of food, because the way the food is going, it's just going to get completely out of control. Seeds, seeds, seeds. I would stock up as much as humanly possible on seeds, because they're going to last 10 years. If you seal them up, they're just going to be fine. Seeds, they don't go bad or anything. I know a lot of the seed packets in the store say they're packaged for the 2022 season, but they're not going to go bad. They're still going to be fine, in 2023, 2030, 2032, probably beyond. I mean, I've never had seeds over 10 years, but I have grown seeds that are 10 years old, and I know that they grow just perfectly fine. Sometimes they're not quite as viable, and you may not get as many sprouts. You might only get 80% instead of 100% that sprout, which is still good. If you've got some seeds, you can at least grow something that you can afford to eat. Collect rain if you can. I know a lot of places don't allow you to collect rain, but when you can't get food from the grocery store and people are really, really struggling, and I truly believe this is going to happen come later on this year, people are going to be struggling. They're going to relax a lot of these laws, because you're not going to be able to get stuff any other way than to do it yourself. So I think it's important to strategize and think about what can you do right now to set you up better for the future. If it's, your dry goods, if you can everything you can, grow everything you can, can what you grow, any way you can do it. Definitely, this is the time that we really need to push the hardest, because things are just going to get worse. We can see it. There's all kinds of food shortages going on. The less food there is, the more it's going to cost. Just like anything else, supply and demand. That's the way it goes, unfortunately. And when the amount of what there is goes down, like you're already seeing eggs jumping in price in the store, and chicken is jumping in price in the store. There's not a whole lot of it. A lot of places have limits on it, but those prices are going to continue to jump as there is such a low supply of it. And beef, again, we're going to see more increases on beef, and we will see less supply of that as well, which will cause more increases in the long run. All of this stuff just keeps compounding, and there is nothing that's getting done to try and fix any of it. So we need to be prepared for that. And, if you can raise a couple chickens, great. That's a good way to go. Rabbits are pretty easy. A lot of people can do it in the backyard. Even in an apartment, you might be able to have a rabbit hutch out back, something like that. Small chicken coop. They have little teeny ones for just a few chickens. And there are definitely options out there. And staying calm and thinking through, what can I do that's going to give me the most in the future? What is that that's going to help you the most? Making sure you have all those supplies and things are super important. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.